KQKI News. I'm Brady Burrell, coming to you live from Morgan City, City Hall with Mayor Lee Dragna. As you can tell, the weather's starting to really come through. Tropical storm force winds starting to make its way towards St. Mary Parish. Mayor, thank you for joining us. What should we know now?
Stay home. I'm riding around and I see not many cars on the road, which is a good thing for us. I'm starting to see leaves falling and, you see the wind going sideways. You got a few little sightseers. I blow my horn and say, go home, right? But as long as everybody stays home, our situation is it's been wet for 3 weeks and the ground's inundated with water and saturated, and these trees are going to start falling.
Right.
And I'm worried about people riding around and running over hot power lines or something like that and causing more damage to themselves or our system than needs to be.
Right.
And for the most part, I would have to say 99.99% people are listening. Good. And that's impressive,
Right. Well, let's talk about power. Right now, the power seems to be on in Morgan City. From what we can tell riding around, what do you expect at some point? Is there a particular point that power would be turned off?
We only turn power off if 3 blinks, right? So we have automated breaker systems, and they start seeing something happening, like a tree limb falls across, start arcing. Before it burns the wire, most of the time, it'll shut off, right? So it's got its own automated system. But we see something where we see in these big surges, then we just shut it off. Okay. There's no reason to burn all the wires and take forever to hook it back up.
Sure. I mean, basically like a surge, in a home. And at what point, once the storm passes, can your guys get out and start working on the lines again?
35 miles an hour.
Okay.
So at 35 miles an hour, we'll probably assess it while the storm's happening, but we're not going to put anybody in a bucket truck above 35 miles an hour. And I don't see that coming until 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. You know?
Of course, 6 to 8 inches of rain expected, possibly isolated amounts up to 10 miles per hour. What can the pumps handle here in the Morgan City?
The pump can handle 2 inches an hour, and 3 inches the first hour, 2 inches an hour after that. But we also pre-pump all the way down, so we can handle another 2 inches. Okay. So we good in that first hour and a half for 5 inches. And so we're pretty good.
Definitely. Of course, we have the flood wall system for storm surge. That shouldn't be an issue.
Not a problem. And then Bayou Chene is closed, so the water can't even wrap around the back.
Okay.
So we're about as secure as you can get.
Okay. Of course, there's that curfew. You put it in place for a reason.
You see it. This is the reason why.
Right. Okay. And we did hear just earlier that we could experience some hurricane force winds as early as the next hour, maybe some outer bands coming in. We did get a report that is possible. So absolutely bat down the hatches and stay in.
That's correct. There's nothing else you can do right at this point. It's just hang tight and let it do let Mother Nature do his job and let us do our job after.
Yes, and we did get reports in Patterson, Berwick, and Bayou Vista. Certain portions, at least blinking, but some out, I believe, in Southwest Boulevard and Bayou Vista. It didn't make back on. It's going to come back forth for a while until it probably will go off for a while. So, again, hopefully you've got generators. Just stay put. That curfew in place. Don't forget, the city of Franklin has announced they have a curfew in place from 4 p.m. this afternoon until 7 p.m. tomorrow morning. And again, Berwick and Morgan City, their curfew it began at 11 this morning until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'm Brady Burrell, coming to you live from Morgan City Hall with Mayor Lee Dragna for KQKI News, your local news leader.